Hey, what's good? Welcome to the church. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Now, this ain't that type of church where we don't ask, don't ask. I said, don't ask no questions, but we ask questions over here. We ask questions over here. We deconstruct over here, and we tell a little bit of jokes. You know what I'm saying? And disclaimer, disclaimer. I'm about to go in on Christians. Yes, I do. And um, um, but there are Christians that are cool with me, and I'm cool with them. For example, the conspiracy Christians. What are conspiracy Christians? They are the ones that look up the same shit I look up, and they expose the enemy, just like I do. You know, and they do their thing. I do mine. We can both share information and perspective and shit. You know what I'm saying? But there are some conspiracy questions that be trying to connect shit with revelation. That's the funny, like that's the funny part, but like we can still sit down, talk, chat, cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Next, we have the spiritual Christians. I'm cool with spiritual Christians because they value meditation. They understand that God or Jeebus lives in the heart chakra. So you focus on the heart chakra and then the throat chakra, then the third eye chakra, and then the crown chakra. We can actually meet your own Christ consciousness or the God within. Shouts out to my spiritual Christians. I'm cool with them. They cool with me. And last but not least, these type of Christians are the coolest of them all because they know who your God really truly is. Your God is named Yaldabaoth or Yaldabaoth or Yadalda broth, chicken broth, whatever the fuck. The creator of the physical universe. Where do he come from? He comes from a bitch named Sophia from the highest of heavens called the Pleroma. Where do you find this information at, Kane? You read the secret book of John. Most of you Christians are scared to read the secret book of John because you don't want to find out that your God ain't shit. So you're going to stick to what your pastor taught you and stick to cherry picking Bible verses that make you feel good because this is a feel good doctrine. This ain't no doctrine with actual truth that can actually come through and help you on some real shit. Let's just be honest. This world is ran by murderers, liars, and thieves. Where the fuck is God? Where the fuck is Jesus? Let me guess. You Christians gonna say this. He not always there when you call, but he's always on time. On time to do what? On time to do nothing. Oh yeah, I know ain't no notifications going out on this shit. And YouTube algorithm, big tech. I know y'all mad. They like, damn, we thought Hurricane was gonna do this every Sunday. Some Sundays he don't do it. Damn. But fuck it, we gonna make sure no one gets a notification on this. This is what I hate about big tech. I'm gonna just motherfucker veer off the big tech for a minute. Everybody that I'm subscribed to is having the same problem as me. Why is that? Why is all of my people shadow banned? Not just from others, but from each other, so we don't even connect. I find that odd and strange. But we all know what it is. They don't want us to come together because if we come together, we can start a revolution. Whether the revolution is peaceful or violent or cyber, it don't fucking matter. They don't want us to connect and talk to each other. Now going back to church. There's only one thing we did right. It's the day we start to fight. Keep your gun and your knife and take their soul. There's only one thing we did right. It was the day we start to fight. Grab your gun and your knife and kill them all. Oh, hey. Yeah, nigga. I just made that up off the drop, nigga. Now look, about to play a motherfucking track. Niggas motherfuckers know. This motherfucker, this nigga Hurricane going in. Yeah. And I got two words for you fucking Christians that comes into my circumference. Two words is all I need. Domain expansion. That's right. Pop that collar. Hell. We got a nice day here. It's cold as fuck. It is 50 degrees and mostly cloudy in Detroit. It's probably nice where y'all at. Shouts out to y'all. Hashtag fuck the government and their weather dominator. It was just 80 degrees yesterday, and now it have the nerve to be 40 something today. And yet they look at me like I'm crazy and say they're not using the weather dominator. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's not supposed to be fucking cold in April. Okay, let's get that out the way. And going back to what I said before we went to that motherfucking video, I'm gonna let you Christians motherfucking know again. I'm gonna let you Christians know again. You brainwash Christians, the condescending Christians, the judgmental Christians, the ones that talk shit right now. They're talking shit right now about us as we speak because we don't believe in that bullshit. We don't believe in no most high. We don't believe in no great mother, no great father, no great any fucking thing that's supposed to be invisible and ain't done shit for any of us during times of slavery and during times of this slavery or the slavery before slavery. This planet has been full of pain since its inception. You can say it'd been cool when paradise was here. No, it was never cool at all. Once this place was created by the chief archon, Yao the Bayoff, or whatever the fuck his name is, Yao the Bayoff, Yao the Boff, Yao the Broth, chicken broth. I don't give a broth. Architect, God, Yahweh, all that shit. All y'all motherfuckers catching these hands if y'all real. But it is very fucking obvious to see that any of these motherfuckers are not real. I don't know what type of mechanism that's in people's heads for motherfuckers to automatically believe something outside themselves. I don't know what the fuck that is. But like Ludacris said on one of his songs, I don't want to quote it. I'm saying this verbatim. I'm paraphrasing. But it was on the line of, oh, like when he was born, he spit the government chip out. And I didn't understand that at the time when I first heard Ludacris. When I woke up, I spit the government chip out. It's, I'm like, what the fuck is that nigga talking about? You know what I'm saying? But now getting older and understanding the corruption of this government, oh, now I understand. Oh, yeah, we're born with the chip in us, or like they inject us with it as soon as we come out the womb. And I'm like, holy shit. And then I saw an old motherfucking interview with motherfucking like Method Man and the Wu-Tang Clan talking the same talk. I'm like, holy shit. And then I hear other people like Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, and a whole bunch of other cats been saying all this crazy shit since the 80s. It's not crazy to us, but it's crazy to the motherfuckers that called it crazy. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. This world is ran by murderers, liars, and thieves, and God ain't coming down to save shit. We got to save ourselves. Every empire crumbled. Every empire crumbled. Every empire fucking crumbled. Simple as that. All across this goddamn world. No God nowhere. If anything, there was some motherfuckers in the sky fighting. But guess what? Debris landing on people's houses and shit. Niggas still dying. You know what I'm saying? And if the gods do exist, they all up there gang banging for your soul. Your soul. Because I'll be damned if Christianity is the main motherfucking shit when there's a shitload of religions all over the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate Christianity because it has the nerve to say it's the realest one or the truest one. It's the best one. Where there's other religions around the world that have been here way longer than fucking Christianity. People need to use their fucking common sense. And plus, what also makes me mad is you Christians got all these degrees and claim y'all so fucking smart. But when it comes to the Jesus shit, y'all turn to a retard. Y'all immediately turn to a kid with an imaginary friend. You lose all credibility of everything. You're not smart. You're dumb. It's shit. And some of y'all that know that the nigga not real, but still go along to get along because you probably got a girlfriend in church or something, or because you probably got a job at a church. You don't want to question because you will lose your money or your accolades or something. You're going to get got to eventually. Something going to slip up and you're going to motherfucking fall up. You're going to fall out. For real. And plus, I don't recommend a motherfucking non-Christian to get with a motherfucking Christian because they're going to hold you eventually, like I got hold. Before a relationship even started, the bitch was like, look, you're a good man and all, but I can't be with you because you're not a Christian. But bitch, you got 3 kids out of wedlock. You had 2 abortions before that shit. So that's murder. How dare you judge? All y'all do is smoke, drink, fuck around. But y'all bitches be like, "Long as I got in my life, I'm good." But you're ruining your life every day, smoking, drinking, fucking around, or putting your life in danger, or making yourself motherfucking dumb. Like, man, fuck that shit. But we're about to talk about something real quick. Hold on 1 second. We gotta grab this shit. Here we go. Spiritualizing poverty. This is from Dante Lamar, the ex-pastor. Let's go.
Owners are taught to give without question even when they struggle because God sees your sacrifice. Leaders continue to grow in influence and wealth while the needs of the people go unmet. When you put these moments together,
I'm glad he said that. In so many words, he said what I said all the time. When the church bubble, the community struggle. So let's go back again. Oh shit! What the fuck?
when you put these moments together, continue to grow in influence and wealth while the people go unmet. When you put these moments together, from the wealthy gifts at birth to the offerings during life to the rich man's tomb at death, a consistent pattern emerges. Jesus, as portrayed in the gospel narratives, receives. He accepts sacrifice. He is served by the poor and supported by the rich, but we never see him redistribute wealth, organize community economics, or materially liberate anyone. He offers miracles on conditions. He praises giving, but never gives materially. He critiques power, but doesn't model alternative structures. This isn't just about Jesus. It's about the system that has been built in his image. A system where
Salute.
poverty is praised, leaders are untouchable, and the faithful are expected to give until it hurts while calling it holy. It's
Yeah.
time we
Give
stop
it till it hurts. Man, we gotta hear this
spiritualizing
again from
wealth
the
while
beginning, y'all. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate
your
this fucking phone.
sacrifice. Leaders continue to grow in influence and wealth when influence and wealth.
Hold on, man. Why is this shit's not working? Or maybe my fucking fingers too fucking big.
Sacrifice. Leaders continue to grow in influence and wealth while the needs of the people go unmet. When we put these moments together, from the wealthy gifts at birth to the offerings during life to the rich man's tomb at death, a consistent pattern emerges. Jesus, as portrayed in the gospel narratives, receives. He accepts sacrifice. He is served by the poor and supported by the rich, but we never see him redistribute wealth, organize community.
Right. Never seen Jesus give back any fucking thing. But let a Christian tell you he gave up his life. Yeah. A magic trick. How can you give up your life and then come back to life? Really, you just came down, did a magic trick, said, ta-da, now believe in me now and my father. Prove it to me. Well, look at the holes in my hands. Look at the hole in my hand. Whew, I could blow a whistle out that bitch.
Economics, or materially liberate anyone. He offers miracles on conditions. He praises giving, but never gives materially. He critiques power, but doesn't model alternative structures. This isn't just about Jesus. It's about the system that has been built in his image. A system where poverty is praised, leaders are untouchable, and the faithful are expected to give until it hurts while calling.
The poverty never changes. The rich are untouchable. We got to keep on giving. But he'd be like, fuck the power system, but what's another alternative? Just believe in me and you can go to heaven. You're gonna suffer down here on earth forever. But if you grow with me, you get to serve forever. What is serve? Yeah, you're gonna serve forever, saying holy, 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 holy for the rest of your life. I'd rather go to hell.
It's time we stop spiritualizing the suffering of the poor and started asking where all the money went. This isn't a hit piece. It's an honest.
Yeah. Stop spiritualizing poverty and say where all the money went. Oh, that is an easy ass answer. The money went to the pockets of the church. The money went into the building. The money went into the children's college fund. The money went into the pastor's bins. The money went to the deacon's fund. The money went to the deaconess's fund. The money went into the pockets of false prophets and pimps in the pulpit. Simple.
Inquiry. If we're going to use Jesus as a model for justice, love, and service to the poor, we need to look closely at the narrative, not just the spin. Maybe Jesus was a man with a dream, a mission, maybe even a man with a message. But maybe, just maybe, he was also a man who knew how to build loyalty by asking people to give him everything without giving anything back. The poor will always be with you, is what he said. But why? If your miracles were meant to liberate them, why would they always be poor? Rather than
right, if your miracles are meant to liberate, then why are we still poor? You know what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. Shouts out to Marco Power. Shouts out to Marco Power. One more time. We're gonna play this one more time. It's only a short clip. Then we're gonna go into another.
Even when they struggle because God sees your sacrifice. Leaders continue to grow in influence and wealth while the needs of the people go unmet. When you put these moments together, from the wealthy gifts at birth to the offerings during life to the rich man's tomb at death, a consistent pattern emerges. Jesus, as portrayed in the gospel narratives, receives. He accepts sacrifice. He is served by the poor and supported by the rich, but we never see him redistribute wealth, organize community economics, or materially liberate anyone. He offers miracles on conditions. He praises giving, but never gives materially. He critiques power, but doesn't model alternative structures.
Salute.
This isn't just about Jesus. It's about the system that has been built in his image. A system where poverty is praised, leaders are untouchable, and the faithful are expected to give until it hurts while calling it holy. It's time we stop spiritualizing the suffering of the poor and started asking where all the money went. This isn't a hit piece. It's an honest inquiry. If we're going to use Jesus as a model for justice, love, and service to the poor, we need to look closely at the narrative, not just the spin. Maybe Jesus was a man with a dream, a mission, maybe even a man with a message. But maybe, just maybe, he was also a man who knew how to build loyalty by asking people to give him everything without giving anything back. The poor will always be with you, is what he said. But why? If your miracles were meant to liberate them, why would they always be poor? Rather than modeling a movement that empowered the poor, the gospel narratives often present an ideology where the poor are instruments of virtue signaling, sacrificial loyalty, and miracle dependency, not recipients of structural change.
Right. Basically, stay poor. Which leads to another question. Do Jesus want to keep you poor so you can keep on worshiping him? Dog, man, dog, it's the perfect fucking system. If anybody just motherfucking break it down to the lowest common denominator, creating a mind control system to motherfucking brainwash you motherfucking people. It's just like you could have used the Harry Potter book to do it. You know what I'm saying? It starts at home. And I want to get this out the way. It's like it starts at home. It starts at home first. Exactly what I like it starts at home. And you got to ask yourself this. If you didn't get woken up on a Sunday morning, tired as fuck, get dressed up to go to church, you wouldn't even be thinking about church. You will come to church on your own. And shout out to some fellow subscribers that didn't get forced into going to church. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to having a cool household without that brainwashed bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, like I said, I'm gonna motherfucker diss Christianity because I prayed all my goddamn life and got no answer. No fucking answer. No answer. They said, come humble, come with a pure heart. I did all that from the ages of 5 to 18. People got worse. Situations got worse. My mama didn't get off of fucking crack. Live place to place, house to house, shelter to shelter, abando to abando, stand with people to stand with people all my goddamn life until I just said, fuck this shit. I left at 17 and never looked fucking back and said, fuck God, fuck Jesus, fuck the devil, fuck angels, fuck demons. If they are real, they are catching these hands. I said that shit in 2006 at the age of 18. So I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. And when I give my testimony, Christians look at me like I'm crazy and still like, you just want to sin. You just want to be evil. I'm like, bitch, I go to work and I come home. Bitch, I'm in the music, art, literature. Like, bitch, I'm not even out here in these streets hanging around with these stupid ass niggas. And the shit that I'm doing, you will still call boring. So, bitch, you want me to go upside your head? I thought you was a Christian. You know what I'm saying? And you bitches want to motherfucking judge, niggas want to judge. I'm like, nigga, bitch, you the biggest killer with all these abortions. Having babies out of wedlock, bitch, you can't say shit to me. Nigga, all you do is smoke, drink, fuck around, and fuck up your community. Bitch, you can't say shit to me either. Nigga, I'm out here actually being a good citizen in society. I don't want to be. I want to start a revolution. But shit, like shit, nigga, real fucking shit. This is righteous vengeance I want to motherfucking let loose. I call it righteous vengement. Righteous vengeance and divine judgment. Like shit. This motherfucking world is ran by murderers, liars, and thieves, and yet we still gotta motherfucking pray. Nothing is happening. Nothing is changing. Shit is getting worse every fucking day. Where the fuck is God or Jesus? And if the motherfucker is real, the motherfucker do exist, why you just don't grab your people and get the fuck on and leave everyone else here to their own fucking devices? Why not that? Why not show your face? You got these motherfucking dumbass, retarded ass Christians out here talking about they have a personal relationship with God, but the moment you tell these bitch ass niggas to show me a text message, show me a FaceTime or a Skype, when when did they come over? Was they chilling in your living room? How long did y'all talk? You know, like like real shit. Only thing God and Jesus got to do is come down and show themselves. But let a Christian tell you, you can't see oxygen, you can't see air, you can't see your brain, so you can't see Jesus. Like y'all think that is an argument. It's not. It's fucking not. I know I can't see my brain because it's inside my skull. But we know how our brain look due to science and motherfucking niggas that was motherfucking doing surgery. So we know how it looked now. You know, yes, we don't see oxygen, but we know it's like we know its element. We know its motherfucking periodic timetable shit. You know what I'm saying? We know this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Because we studied it, we analyzed to the point where it was 80 degrees yesterday. Now it's 40 something degrees today. They have the power to manipulate weather now. We have the power to manipulate weather. Think about that. Think about that. We can shift the Earth's axis now. There's cloning going on now. GMO foods. You know, like yo, motherfuckers is playing God on Earth all over the goddamn place. Where the fuck is God or Jesus? Shouts out, man. What's good? Not the text message, right? I know, right? Chaos beings trying to stay cool, but deep within, we're ready to pop off. It's exactly. We are fucking chaos beings in this bitch. Like, what the fuck? Once a woman starts stepping away from this indoctrination and religious manipulation, it's over. Yeah. Yep, because like the last motherfuckers in the church is motherfucking women, you know, and we need them to lead that bitch. Because at the end of the day, like whether we know it or not, man, like whether we know it or not, ladies, we men, we strong men, we need y'all to have our fucking backs in this. You know what I'm saying? You siding with religion, you siding with government, you siding with society against a nigga with a head on his shoulders. Like, bitch, I'm here to save you from yourself and from the evil motherfuckers in church and in the government and in society. Like, shit. Like, this is why I see why it's crucial for people to be like, you know what, all the like-minded people need to put their mind, money, and resources together, get some land, and let's just motherfucking get the fuck away from everybody. I understand that, you know, because if it ain't society, it's government. If it ain't government, it's religion. If it ain't all three, you know, like motherfucker is like trapped within themselves when it comes to this indoctrination shit. And a motherfucker will never find their true self. And when you find your true self, you'll be like, man, fuck all this shit. You are the God. That's right. That part. When you understand your true self, that you are God, goddess, man, everything will be better. So now we're about to go to the next video. We'll go to the next video. I might have to put the speed up. All right, this is the same pastor, Durante Lamar. I mean, ex-pastor. I gotta say it right. He's an ex-pastor. Shouts out to the ex-pastors that is putting the motherfucking truth out there. Make sure y'all look up an ex-pastor named Ray Haggins. He been putting in work for a long time, you know. And my favorite sermon of Ray Haggins is about Paul. Look up Ray Haggins talking about the Apostle Paul. That shit is fucking great because he breaks down how motherfuckers are not really Christians. They're mostly Paulinians because Paul did some indoctrination on motherfuckers to have motherfuckers, let's just say, you can do whatever you want, but make sure you go back and repent. You know, because like Paul had problems. Paul was like in my mind, I want to fuck the shit out this bitch, but in my heart, I gotta be with Jesus. So I'm gonna just indulge in what I want to do, and when I'm done, I'm gonna motherfucking pray and repent, and I'll be all right again. You know, it was like that, and just, you know, like it's like that, you know, but like he breaks it down better than that. I just have to just like try to break it down to the lowest common denominator so I can understand. All right, let me let's see, where is it at? Okay, here we go. All right, make up the. Okay, here we go. It's Durante Lamar, and it's called "The Church's Favorite Lie." He battled Josephus and spread that book. Yeah, I forgot about Josephus. I forgot about that motherfucker too. Yup, yup. All right, here we go.
Have their script ready. This is what happens when you take God out of society, they say. But what if we looked closer? The shooter believed in God. The abuser was a minister. The bomber prayed before lighting the fuse. These weren't enemies of faith. They were products of it. This isn't godlessness. It's what belief allowed, protected, and blessed in public. The lie isn't just out loud. It's well dressed, and it's time to rip the collar off. Let's talk about the myth of the godless villain. From mass shootings to moral scandals, religion points the finger at unbelief. But more often than not, it's a believer pulling the trigger, writing the check, or hiding the truth. When a tragedy makes headlines, a school shooting, a hate crime, a public scandal, someone inevitably says this is what happens when people don't have God. But let's slow that down, because more often than not, the villain they're pointing to does believe in God. Dylan Roof murdered 9 people in a black church while immersed in white Christian nationalist rhetoric. Not godless, just misled by violent theology. 16th Street Baptist Church bombing carried out by KKK members who went to church every Sunday and saw their actions as defending Christian America. Not faithless, just faith weaponized. In the San Bernardino attack in 2015, the perpetrators were motivated by extremist Islamic belief, not lack of belief. It wasn't absence of God, it was obsession with him. The Capitol insurrection, where Christian flags, group prayers, and Jesus 2020 banners filled the Capitol steps as violence erupted. They weren't rebelling against God. They thought they were doing his will. Then there's also the church and clergy abuse to consider. Thousands of pastors, priests, and televangelists have been caught in scandals, not despite their belief, but while hiding behind it. Catholic clergy abuse cover-ups, evangelical megachurch sex scandals, youth pastors and worship leaders exploiting their position. They didn't lose faith. They used it as camouflage.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. All these motherfuckers talk about some godless. Like these motherfuckers using God to fuck your wife. They using God to smash your kids. They using God to take money from you. They using God for war. They're using God's name to motherfucking blast people in church. The one guy was like, "Oh, God told me to do it. God told you to kill 20 people? Yeah. Name of God." I forgot about Martin Luther too. Martin Luther, William Tyndale's Bible after he got murdered by the Pope. Catholics and Protestants, violent history. Hell yeah. The only good thing I liked it about the Catholic Church, the only good thing I liked it about the goddamn Catholic Church is only one thing. There's only one thing I like about the Catholic Church. Hurricane, are you telling me that you like only one thing of the Catholic Church? You know the evil. Look, evil is a state of mind. There is only one thing I like about the Catholic Church. It is this. They motherfucker had the Illuminati running like bitches. They had those niggas running underground. Oh my God, we got to click up with the Freemasons, y'all. Had those niggas running like bitches. Nigga, Vatican has assassins, you know. Nigga, I ain't know the Vatican had assassins, dog. And those motherfuckers are crazy devoted to the Lord. They feel that they are a divine sword of justice. You feel me? Take out the of the Lord. Yes, yes, Pope. The motherfucker crazy, go through his prayer ritual, do a whole bunch of motherfucking crazy shit, and go out there mercilessly destroy your motherfucker, like with no problems at all, like a motherfucking real hitman or a mercenary. It's like, yo, dog, it is what it is. These are the killers. These are the killers. And why is I'm talking shit about the Pope? I just reminded myself, like, yo, Hurricane, you know you was calling the Pope an alien, reptilian, shape-shifting bastard, right? Yeah, I know, but I've been saying that for years. If you want me, come and get me.
Conservative senators to moral majority governors, you have affairs, escorts, hush money, secret lives uncovered while preaching purity. They weren't godless, they were just untouchable until they weren't. The problem doesn't seem to be godlessness. Sometimes the danger is what people believe God wants them to do. The myth of the godless villain is convenient.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker should be in jail. Yep, that was kidnapping and extortion. That nigga should be in jail for that shit. I mean, not jail, but prison, right? You gotta go to prison for that shit. You gotta go to prison. So many laws and wars, more than 60K people in one town had plagues and bodies for, yeah, shit crazy. Byzantine. They say, as soon as I see a Catholic church, it just sounds like it's sick. Just out as a pagan bullshit. Everywhere worshiping wood and crosses and shit. Oh yeah. Like once the revolution come, we're taking those Catholic churches. We're taking those Catholic churches. I'm destroying everything in that bitch. It's gonna be a fortress. But the only reason why I want it because those motherfuckers still got underground tunnels and underground caverns. We could be safe. Their buildings are, most of their shit are still part of the old world. Hashtag Tartarian, hashtag Shalaga. Those bitches stand for 1,000 more years. So yeah, once the revolution come on, woo wee. Taking that shit. Taking that shit. Nigga, like the Masonic Temple, downtown Detroit is the biggest Masonic temple in the world. In the world. In the world, Craig. Not just the nation, the world. Nigga, that motherfucker look like a castle. Go look up how a motherfucker the Masonic Temple look in Detroit. I'm taking the shit out that motherfucker. Nigga, they still ain't even finished the top floors. I'm gonna finish that bitch and live like a James Bond villain in that motherfucker. Ooh, snap. Oh, shouts out. Shouts out to the lovely Jewel. Oh, taking me around the main streets of Gotham, baby. Cougar Town, I'm gonna Cougar Town. Sorry, hold on. We in church, Kane. You gotta calm down with that. I'm sorry, but ain't nothing like a good woman to walk in the doors. Shouts out to everybody. You already know what it is. You already know. Oh man, I'm fooling. I'm fooling. Inspector Gadget, hell yeah.
Allows churches to blame outsiders for violence they help shape, support, or ignore. But history says otherwise. From inquisitions to lynchings, crusades to cross burnings, faith has never been a guaranteed shield against harm. So before we blame the absence of belief, maybe we need to examine the presence of toxic theology.
Yeah, toxic theology. We need to look at this. We need to understand. It's like faith can't protect you from a bullet. Like motherfucker got a gun in your head. Like, give me your money. And you start praying like, Lord Jesus, like, then give me your money. Lord, get me out of this situation. Ah! Told you, give me your shit. I ain't trying to shoot you. I just want your money. Damn it. Did Jesus save her? She will probably think yes, or he will probably think yes. He was like, well, I didn't die. I just got robbed. Like, nigga, you could have just gave up the money and not get pistol whipped. You're still in the same fucking scenario. But you know what he's saying, you know, like it's in so many like levels to this shit. It's like so many levels to this shit. Like basically, faith can't protect you. Is what he's saying in so many words. Faith can't protect you. You only protected yourself and all the times you ever been through anything. I never motherfucking prayed and some magazine shit just happened. No, you know, like it never happened. You know, like we save ourselves due to our awareness, due to our wisdom, due to our understanding of areas and situations, reading the room, reading situations. It's like when you go to a stadium, nigga, you sit by the exit. You feel me? Like you don't want to get caught up in some bullshit and you gotta motherfucker find your way out. No, you go to a place you never been before, you scope the area. You go to an area closer to the fucking door, you sit there and chill. So the sun go up, boom, you out, boom, I'm out, gone. Spatial awareness. You know, wisdom, learning your surroundings, adapting.
Heartless heathens are not the problem. The faithful ones are. Belief is there, it just doesn't prevent harm. Here's a truth we don't talk about enough. Belief in God is everywhere crime is, even in the prison system. In fact, studies show that over 93% of US inmates believe in some version of God.
93%. 93% of people believe in something, but yet you still out here doing this fuck shit. Now, you got to ask yourself this question. We have these churches in the hood, and the hood just crumble every fucking day. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, if you know, like if God's so loving and caring and his church is supposed to be there for the community and help out, then we should see a change in our community. We should see a change in not only the community, but the behaviors in it. You know, if everybody, mom, dad, and uncle, auntie, cousin is all Christian, and everybody go to all the same church, everybody been knowing each other for 10, 15, 20 years, then how come the community has not thrived like the burbs? Or like even like come together as a community to even look like the burbs and like police their own shit, you know? So we don't see that. You know, all we see is pastors and preachers selling hope and taking your money. You know what I'm saying? It's a concert. You spitting that pure light. Keeping it real goes well. No Dave Chappelle. That's a major fact. But they all call us heathens. Yep, and they all call us heathens, and they the ones smashing my wife or my girlfriend. And in the white church, they smashing your kids. or we can just go all the way back, 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 and back in time. It's a simple thing. I'm building a time machine. Back in time. So when the colonizers came over here and said, rape, pillage everybody in this bitch. Oh yeah, and don't forget to force Christianity on these motherfuckers too. And the ones that don't want to motherfucker speak our language or motherfucker believe, put some type of muzzle around their fucking face with some blades on it, so they can't say shit. And if they do, they get the tongue ripped up and the mouth ripped up. Yeah, nigga, we are some evil sons of bitches in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck happened. And yet, many of our black people knows this shit, and yet they still have that mustard seed of faith. Well, guess what, bitch? I am the mustard seed of doubt. And you got to understand this. Why black people ain't motherfucking really truly thriving? Because this is not our religion.
Belief in hell, it's even higher in prison than in the general population. So let's ask the real question. If belief is supposed to make people more moral, why hasn't it? 93% of US inmates believe in a God. 73% of non-sex offending criminals believed in hell prior to incarceration. Religious affiliation is high in prison, but so is recidivism. Only 7% of inmates identify as non-religious, which is much lower than the general population of 28%. That means the average prisoner is more religious than the average American. So what's going on here? If believing in hell, eternal torture, isn't stopping people from committing crimes, then clearly fear-based theology isn't working. It's not that people don't believe, it's that belief isn't enough. A God belief that isn't tied to ethical systems, empathy, or accountability becomes a loophole, not a lifeline.
Exactly. Belief is not enough. Belief is not enough. and all that stuff he said, I kind of forgot it. But I want to add this. Shit, I forgot it. Damn. I'm high.
Belief without introspection, belief without responsibility, belief without consequences. That's not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Belief without you showing your face. That's what I wanted to say. Where you at? Like a Boost Mobile commercial. God, where you at? I'm trying to chirp you, Lord. Where you at? I got my motherfucking Boost Mobile chirp, my iPhone 20. Classic, nigga. Where you at?
Salvation. That's a permission slip. So no, the problem isn't that people don't believe. The problem is that belief by itself doesn't stop harm. In fact, it often hides it. When believers are reframed as unbelievers, here's something that the church rarely admits. The majority of the people they criticize as unbelievers actually believe in God. Many of the homosexuals they rant about from the pulpit, born and raised Christian, many still believe in God with all of their homosexual hearts. The so-called godless entertainment industry, it's full of people who thank God in every interview, every award show, and every...
I thank God in every interview and every award show. But don't nobody ask the motherfucking question. Which God are you thanking? If I was a God, where would I hide? That's a bad correlation, though. It's the you say it's bad correlation, though. In prison, it's hopeless, especially for lifers or death row. So they're going to have a higher count of religious belief. Yep. Bloop. The faith, yep, that faith in the mustard seed is only there to, yep, to be accepted by society's terms. Nobody wants to be an outsider. Fuck them. Exactly. Exactly. For real. Fuck them. If they don't like it for being yourself, fuck them. Oh, I know I remember you. I even remember your name. Tell my mama, she dead. Now I gotta cut you. That's the rule. He said, that's the rule. He's about to cut that bitch. R.I.P. to Bernie Mac. But he does have a point. They're religious and still doing violent crimes. Yeah. Religious and still doing violent crimes. Very true. Very true, sir. Facts. Hey, you already know. You already know. Even though be a fan on Saturday and a bowl of vegetable soup with a beef stick. R.I.P. Bernie.
They're not unbelievers. They just don't fit the caricature. But that belief doesn't seem to matter because it doesn't serve the story. In the church's eyes, it's not belief that makes someone a believer, it's compliance and convenience. And the second your existence contradicts their agenda, they reframe you as a cautionary tale of what happens without God, even if you never stop believing. And that's the trick. It's not about who believes, it's about who's useful to the narrative. If you fall outside of the lines of their control, your belief is erased, your humanity is politicized, and your story becomes a warning about the dangers of a godless world.
Yeah, like a Christian becomes a, what's that word y'all Christians use? Not y'all in the chat, but I'm talking about them Christians. What the words of the Christian use? If a Christian become a secular rapper, the first thing the church do is motherfucking clown that nigga. Oh, you should have been a Christian rapper. You gotta be careful. You're gonna be godless. You're gonna be sacrificing. You're gonna be sucking dick. You know, like whatever the fuck they gonna tell that nigga. And the pastor gonna try to put hands on him and all this shit. They gonna motherfucking really turn their back on him. But then you listen to Christian rap, nigga, that shit garbage. I'm gonna just be honest. 85% of it is garbage. Now, what I hear of the 85% that's garbage, it sounds like a motherfucker is forcing that rap. You know what I'm saying? It ain't coming from the heart. Now, there are some Christian artists I have heard, some Christian rock stars that be going in too. So I'm like, but it's like a small percent of them, that really feels that way. But the 85% I heard that's trash is because they ain't really in it. They really want to say a cuss word. Like, that's why I say shout out to the Christian rappers that be cussing, like, yeah, praise the Lord, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this motherfucker feeling that shit. That beat cold as hell. But it's from the heart, though. It's from the fucking heart. He brought his street shit mixed with his God belief shit, and he just getting it off his chest, and it was authentic. It wasn't forced. You feel me? Like it came from what I guess his soul or something. But worldly, yeah, worldly is the word. Backside, yup. You know what I'm saying? The secular, worldly, yup. They be wilding. Might as well come, man. That episode was the shit. That episode was the shit. That's one of my favorite fucking episodes of South Park. like at the end, the motherfucker was like, "What, nigga? I don't get no platinum album." Like, no, nigga, we don't do platinum. Y'all get motherfucking gold, frankincense, and myrrh. You can go double myrrh. It's like, nigga, fuck Jesus. I was like, it was like, nigga, this shit don't matter. I'm not about to get a platinum album, nigga. Fuck Jesus. Yeah, change shitty lyrics and out Jesus in the spots. Right. Shouts out to Low in the building. What's good? Just give me a goddamn baseline token. Right. Just give me a goddamn baseline. And that nigga started playing that shit. He was like, God damn it. He was like, nigga, like, just because I'm black, nigga, how you know I can play a guitar? It's like, nigga, just play a goddamn baseline token. That nigga playing that shit cold as hell. Man, talking about nigga. But nobody in any religion has any original thoughts. That's a fact. Yep. They're like, we gotta believe in Jesus. But let's get back to this video.
Your world still includes the God. This is how the narrative of a godless world is built. Not by looking at atheists, but by erasing the faith of anyone who won't play along. They call it secular decay, but they're pointing at people who still believe in a God. So what does that really tell us? They aren't describing a world without God. They're covering up the reality of a world in which belief in God doesn't.
Damn it! God damn it, Cartman.
They're covering up the reality of a world in which belief in God doesn't actually make people better. Now let's consider the no true Christian fallacy.
Yeah, they cover it up. The belief in God doesn't make people better. You can believe in fucking Superman and stuff. You can believe in Harry Potter. Nigga, how about your motherfucker follow the motherfucking ways of Bushido, the ways of the samurai, the ways of Bruce Lee, and become a better fucking person or a better Christian than an actual Christian. Following the Bruce Lee philosophy will give you a better life than a fucking Christian. That's awesome.
Here's how the church keeps its image clean. When one of their own commits harm, they say, well, they weren't a real Christian in the first place.
Oh, I hate when they say that shit. Shouts out to the Brother Enemies Public. Brother in arms. Was good. We're deconstructing Christianity and talking about how Christians like to blame us heathens for the godlessness when majority of the godlessness come from Christians.
Because that person doesn't believe, but because their behavior now makes the faith look bad. It's a sleight of hand, a spiritual PR move, a fallacy. Commits harm, they say, well, they weren't a real Christian in the first place. Not because that person doesn't believe, but because their behavior now makes the faith look bad. It's a sleight of hand, a spiritual PR move, a fallacy, not theology. They'll say it about the abusive pastor, the corrupt televangelist, the celebrity who once preached and now spirals. And here's the trick.
If Jim Kelly.
You're proof that God is good. If you fail,
Thank you.
You're proof that you never knew him. If you're caught, it's evidence that he never knew you. It's a rigged moral system. God gets all the credit.
Yeah, it's a rigged moral system. Let's go back to that. Go back to what he said.
They weren't a real Christian in the first place. Not because that person doesn't believe, but because their behavior now makes the faith look bad. It's a sleight of hand, a spiritual PR move, a fallacy, not theology. They'll say it about the abusive pastor, the corrupt televangelist, the celebrity who once preached and now spirals. And here's the trick. If you succeed, you're proof that God is good. If you fail, you're proof that you never knew him. If you're caught, it's evidence that he never knew you. It's a rigged moral system. God gets all the credit, and believers, as a group, get none of the blame. See, this isn't about theology. It's about protecting the brand. Because if someone who actually believed in God could commit that kind of harm, then belief stops looking like a moral guarantee. So instead of facing that tension, they just erase the believer. That's not accountability. That's image management disguised as faithfulness. You don't get to take credit for someone's belief when they sing in the choir and disown it when they fail in public. They call it grace until it's inconvenient. Then it becomes gaslighting disguised as doctrine. You don't get to take credit for the faithful and disown the failures you raised. If belief is only valid when it makes you look good, then it was never about belief. It was always about brand. Hey,
Damn. Said it was always about branding. I forgot. People forget all the time that church is a business. Churches set all of us up. Churches set us all up for failure. Churches set us all up to don't do nothing while the government keeps the foot on all of our necks. But what about you, Pastor? Oh, no. I get a 501c3 and I don't got to pay taxes. Give me your money, bitch.
If this is resonating with you, if you've ever felt like something's wrong with the way belief has been packaged, weaponized, or sold to you, then I want to invite you to do more than just deconstruct.
I want you to destroy. I want you to do more than deconstruct. I want you to destroy. Now, that's my message. His message is a lot more different than mine.
Invite you to build something. Our How We Change the World course is now live. It's the first step connected to Bridge City Global. This is a community of thinkers, builders, and believers in humanity. We're not asking you to join a church. We're inviting you to join a movement, one where we learn, grow, and rise together outside the box, beyond the binaries, and without the package. Our purpose is simple. We exist to help people find a better way to connect, and our mission is clear. We're building community beyond superstition that is progressive thinking, people-centric, and life-affirming. So if you're interested in...
Now that is the shit. You damn right. I'd rather say Halle Berry than hallelujah. For real. For real, for real.
Becoming a part of a better way to connect, head over to bridge.dldd.us/join to get started. It's free, it's powerful, and it's how we change the world together. Now let's get back to this conversation. Cultural Christianity is still Christianity. Rappers who pray, inmates who read psalms, criminals who tattoo crosses, they all believe, but the church only claims them.
I never read the Quran or Islamic scripture. Only songs I read was the poems on my neck. What the fuck Jay-Z say? Fuck that up. I'm high.
When they're clean or useful, they mess up, suddenly they're the world. You ever notice how the church loves to claim
I got it. Never read the Quran or Islamic scripture. The only songs I read was on the arms of my niggas. Fuck Jay-Z.
When they succeed, but disowns them the moment they don't image. That's what I call narrative utility. If you're a rapper who prays on the stage, you're proof that believers are everywhere. But if your lyrics offend the pews on Sundays, you're the evidence of the problem with the godless society. It's not about belief, it's about obedience to church culture.
And that's why the most Christians really hated DMX. They hated when DMX did that motherfucking prayer shit on stage. I'm like, yo, nigga, DMX was spitting from the fucking heart. Yo, got him a fuck up. I smoke crack. But Lord, give me a sign. Lord, talk to me. I look through the 11th floor window. I take the last puff for the endo. Look at the scope and look like Tingo. Yo, Lord, give me a sign. I'm about to kill a motherfucker. Damien, keep on fucking with me, Lord. Lord, give me a sign. Hey, DMX, I told you I got you.
As long as you're on brand, you're a believer. As long as you're useful, you're a believer. But the second you get messy or human or publicly exposed, you become evidence of godlessness. You can't erase someone's belief just because their lived existence doesn't comply with your life. You can't say they never really knew God while different speech thinking. You believe them when they won, believe them when they fail. This is how churches protect their image while discarding real people. They turn belief into a club you can be kicked out of whenever your results are not convenient. If someone
Ooh, they turn belief into a club. Damn. That's why I say fuck the church. Shouts out to Bronze Fat Power. What's good? What's good? Bronze in the building. You nigga call me Kanye. I'm a cult leader. I'm a new fucking cult leader. No, I know it's like some crazy. Yo, it was the voice command, dog. It was the voice command. I hate voice command. And like, plus I hate how big my hands is. I can barely type. I gotta type real slow and shit. It's like it's all bad on both ends with me. Gotta get a bigger phone. I can't put this big motherfucker in my pocket. Fucking look like carrying a phone that's the size of a goddamn tablet. Might as well carry a fucking tablet. Shit. Shouts out to Bronze, man.
believes in God, that's belief, no matter how messy. And if the church only claims believers who perform the part, then it's not about God, it's about control. Now, I want to talk about faith-based bullying in schools. It starts early. Kids bullied for being gay, atheist, different. In religious schools, bullying becomes righteousness. Teachers say nothing, pastors call it accountability. And the victim, they learn shame with the Bible verse.
Yeah, and learn shame with the Bible verse. God damn it, Carbon, this fucking ass. I was about to say something. Like I was about to motherfucking say, shouts out to the parents that didn't force their kids to go to this motherfucking church because they would have endured this bullshit. They would have to endure this bullshit. You know, like, let's say, like, for the first time, a person just want to go to church and check it out, right? And a person bring their child, and they got a Sunday school service and shit. And like the new kid is new, like to everything, like he's just learning about God and Jesus and everything. He might get bullied that day. He or she might get bullied that day, and it'd be the worst experience of his life. Same time, while the parent is in the motherfucking church, they in the service, they looking around, they're like, okay, it looks cool. What is he talking about? Okay. What he just said don't make no fucking sense. So they wait till the service is over, grab the kid and be like, all right, we ain't going back to church ever again. I'm sorry, children. Shouts out to those parents, you know, because at the end of the day, it's up to the motherfucking kid or the parent to go to it anyway, just to check it out and see what's going on the inside. Once you find out, you can leave. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, all right, okay, so this is church, this is the religion of this fucking country, I guess. Okay, I'm not fucking with that. That shit is motherfucking borderline retarded and delusional. Invisible entities and shit. I just told my son that he can't have an imaginary friend, but I'm seeing a whole bunch of grown people talk to imaginary entities. Holy shit.
Religious schools, bullying becomes righteousness. Teachers say nothing, pastors call it accountability. And the victim, they learn shame with the Bible verse. The damage doesn't always start with violence. Sometimes it starts with a whisper in a school hallway. A child gets called demonic for asking hard questions. Another hears you're going.
Yeah. A child could be like asking questions on why this, why is that, why is this, why is that. They get motherfucker called out for just asking questions. Motherfucker shit is crazy. Shouts out to Royal and Loyal. Never forced my kids in the church. See, like I said, shouts out to the parents. Shouts out to the parents. You know what I'm saying? Because church is some bullshit. And like when it's time to go eat the food, the fucking chicken be all dry and shit. That chicken was dry. Real dry. Shouts out to my nigga Fillmore. What y'all know about Fillmore, man? That's an old school cartoon. Classic. It was like, you can't keep on playing me, Penny. I'm not going out like that. Besides, the chicken was dry. Real dry. I was like, if you put the whole scene in context, it was a relationship. It was like, bitch, your pussy was dry. Real dry. Man, she played that nigga though. She deserved it. He was like, be here first thing in the morning. Don't make me come get you. And that pussy was dry. Real dry. I was like, this nigga feel more than man. Churches are financial institutions. You goddamn right. Yep, for real. A few times I did attend church, I only went to eat. Yeah. Yep. Go there to eat real quick. You know. And the breakfast, oh my God, they can't cook breakfast either. Why is the eggs all milky? Don't nobody like milky eggs or milky scrambled eggs and shit. And most black people don't eat sunny side up eggs. Like our shit scrambled or made that shit like an omelet. Why you always fuck up our eggs? You know what I'm saying? This is what, you know, like back in the day, like when my mama and my big cousins got in the kitchen, the breakfasts were fucking a lot better. The eggs was not milky no more. So once my mama and my big cousins got back there, they threw down in that motherfucking kitchen. At the same time, having to go back to grandma's house across the street and motherfucking like watch our food that we cooking because we motherfucking cooking Sunday dinner and shit. You know, back when shit was traditional was Sunday dinner like the movie Soul Food.
Just for being gay. That's not just bullying, that's belief being turned into a weapon. In many communities, especially those with strong religious influence, bullying isn't just tolerated, it's sanctified. A student mocks another's belief or identity. They're praised for being bold in their faith. A teacher looks the other way because maybe they agree with the theology behind the taunts.
Yeah. So this is why I have no problem with saying anybody that's a Christian, except for the spiritual Christians, my Gnostic Christians, and my conspiracy Christians, y'all cool because like we fuck with the same shit. But it's the brainwashed Christians, the condescending Christians, the judgmental Christians, the ones that really blindly devote themselves to their fucking pastor instead of to the fucking God they're supposed to worship. The fucking bitch ass cherry pickers. Only thing they do is cherry pick Bible verses and don't even read the whole thing, but yet they fucks with the Bible, they say, you know, or the ones that claim that I have a personal relationship. I'm talking about, yeah, all the rest of them, fuck them. You have to find it. Yup. Oh, yep. Religion is a paragon of immorality. A true believer is in essence immoral. Their dark beliefs mathematically morph into genocide. Goddamn right.
In these cases, faith then justifies the cruelty, allowing and enabling people to say things such as you're going to hell. Or God,
yep, you're going to hell. Be like, nigga, how do you know? Did God, Jesus come down here, tell you, knock on your door, be like, hey, yo, tell that nigga Hurricane he going to hell. You know what I'm saying? No, that's in them. But what I also hate about Christians is the mentality. It's the mentality behind that. The mentality behind that is this bitch ass Christian wants me to burn in hell, wants me to burn, period. Why would any Christian that's supposed to be loving like their God want someone else to burn for eternity? It shows their mind super fucked. But yet, if their heaven is real, they're going to be up there saying holy, 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 holy for all eternity. Some heaven that fucking shit is. It don't say you're going to meet your family and friends. No, bitch, you're going straight to the assembly line to say the word holy for the rest of your fucking life. Shouts out to the motherfucking bad guys and villains of movies that say this quote right here. I'd rather rule hell than serve in heaven.
Love people like you, or you don't believe in God, you must be a demon. Or why are your parents going to
hell? Oh yeah, I heard that too. But here's another motherfucking thing that most Christians still don't want to give a fuck about. What about the family that is saved, right? A family that is so-called saved and they bring a child into this world, but yet the child is still the sinner until it gets baptized. But shouldn't that be X'd out if the parents are saved. If y'all still say in the Bible, you or the motherfucking child will bear the sins of the father. But if the father is saved, the child should have no sins. At the end of the day, it goes back to your parents being the gods first in your life. It starts at home.
In Christian circles, these aren't just insults. They're taught, reinforced, repeated, then normalized. In many cases, students are
normalized. As soon as a motherfucker say they don't believe in God, they immediately think I'm a demon. They immediately think I'm evil. I'm like, bitch, I am better than you. Live better than you. Think better than you. No one is better than nobody. No one is perfect. Bitch, I'm changing that paradigm. We are all perfect. We are all perfect beings. We just do a little imperfect things sometimes. That's all. But we're perfect in all ways. Not this body, but in spirit and in essence and in truth. We're perfect. Like a motherfucker. But we just in a fucking prison body on a prison planet. Created by a fucking nigga that created this bitch. Named Yahweh Bayoff or Yahweh, because they say the same thing. No one shall worship no other God than me. I mean, no. He said, there's no other God but me. He said the same shit as y'all motherfucking Yahweh say. So like when motherfuckers use their common sense and their critical thinking and start putting two and two together, oh, the Gnostics was right. If the motherfucker was real, if he was real, you know what I'm saying? But the Gnostics were killed. The Gnostic Christians were killed for this knowledge. Your God ain't shit. He created this fucked up planet, created this fucked up body. Y'all just need to live right. The only way out this motherfucker ram is through gnosis. Get your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Get the fuck up out of here. Buddha was a fucking prince, royalty, left all that shit behind, became a homeless guy, and now he's the enlightened man of the world. Like, yo, fuck Jesus. And what's Buddha teaching? Yo, everything is suffering, nigga. Find a God within, nigga. Live your life righteously. You know what I'm saying? It's, yo, nigga, find your true self.
Not because they're bad, but because they're different. Whether we're talking about members of the Pride community, people who are non-Christian, people who are secular or questioning, people who dressed wrong, believed wrong, or just simply didn't belong. Institutions meant to protect them. Too often they protect the bullies instead.
Yeah. And they protect the sluts too. Because I'm seeing Christian women on the IG live, on the Facebook live, and they lingerie on, twerking, half-ass shaking, all that shit. And I'm like, damn, she got ass. Let me scroll through her other videos, see if she got more, right? I go through her videos, I see this bitch in church. Most of her shit is church, like, whoa. But when you get home, you're coming out the church clothes, getting in front of the mirror, throwing on the live, throwing it back. Like, but yet, call me a demon, and I'm into music, art, literature, podcasting, gaming, meditation, go to work, come home, not out there in the street, but I'm still a fucking demon, though? Okay. Bitch, you a harlot!
Because in some schools, standing up for God means sitting in judgment over your classmates. In 2011, a study showed higher anti-LGBTQ bullying in religious schools and lower staff intervention. Pew and Gallup have found atheists are among the least trusted groups in the U.S., and that filters down to classrooms. Psychological studies show authoritarian religious parenting correlates with increased aggression and lower empathy in children. There is a bigger implication here. Belief doesn't just shape sermons, it shapes playground rules. It decides who feels safe walking into school and who walks in bracing for attack. Maybe kids aren't being bullied because we took God out of schools. Maybe they're being bullied because we left the bad theology in. So many have seen belief as always being the supernatural shield of salvation, completely overlooking that in most cases it's been the superstitious sword of separation. The real issue here is accountability, not absence. It's not the absence of God that leads to harm. It's the absence of accountability within belief systems that protect their own. The church says, look at the world. People don't fear God anymore. That's the problem. But let's be real. Fear of God has never stopped abuse. It has never stopped cover-ups. It has never stopped violence, corruption, or cruelty, and many times it has been at the helm. The issue isn't that people don't believe in God. In fact, belief in God is often exactly what got us here. People believe in a God who justifies atrocities, a God who dehumanizes outsiders, a God who grants authority without accountability, and for forgiveness without repair.
Get 'em.
That kind of belief reshapes everything, how people see life,
Woo.
themselves, others, value, and control. It doesn't restrain harm, it rebrands it.
Dang.
Accountability gets skipped in systems built on appearances, where image matters more than integrity. Confession becomes PR, not justice. So the question isn't, where is God? The real question is, where is the accountability? You want to know the character of a community? Don't ask what they believe. Ask what they tolerate. Ask who gets protected. Ask who gets silenced. Who gets sacrificed to preserve the brand. They blame godlessness for everything that belief hasn't fixed, and somehow still get to claim that belief works. Every time they point to the perilous signs of a godless world, the violence, the division, the decay, remind them gently, most of those signs are coming from fellow believers, from people who believe in a God, pray to a God, who read scriptures that they believe came down from a God, people who act not in the absence of faith, but in the name of it. They aren't describing a world where God has been rejected. They're describing a world where harmful beliefs have gone unchallenged, where forgiveness replaces accountability, where authority escapes consequence, where branding matters more than behavior. So the next time they say this is what happens when we take God out of society, ask them who was running it when it broke.
Woo.
Maybe then they'll begin to see the facade for themselves. Thank you for joining me in this
Now, that's a message. Message. When you know, you know. Now we're gonna play some tracks and we're gonna get up out of here. How many tracks came? Shit, I don't know, about 4, 5, maybe 6. Who knows?
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the vision, multi-dimension, parallel worlds which you ascended. Shot the work in the work, I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put it work, I'm finna burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan, only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter, using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles, like an anime, from Sunday to Saturday, using alchemy, playing with magic like Final Fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause, a universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power, that turn the enemies to cowards, they get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours, they look sour. Hurry game, just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'ma conquer enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering, hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple, I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple, instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do it good into light sickles, I slice missiles. Put together men, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through with stars, kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Make it take hear it. Better know thyself, you better listen. Hear it. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. You better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. You know what it is.
Yeah, Trapaholics.
Let's go.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Celestial alignment, seeing divine timing, formulating rhymes, creating these fine diamonds, shining just like the sun. It's so blinding, climbing, gotta get money and stay grinding. Silence, Ken's incitement, I am Isaac, hypnotizing all the minds. I have to bind them, make the soul shiver, the witcher with cold silver, ancient blade wood, and I call it the soul splitter. Soul quicker, 4/5 for live a nigga, up in the sky so high, goodbye nigga, surprise nigga, hopping out of the ride quicker with a particle weapon. I call it the time splitter, fly splitter, spit flows that move rivers, true winner, blowing up a new sinner, control visions, frequencies and transmissions. The last mission might cause a mass killing. True D boys, and we came here to destroy. Make some noise from the mean streets of Detroit. True D boys, and we came here to destroy. Make some noise from the mean streets of Detroit. It's getting critical. Busting that government sentinels, pillable, powerful, principle, pinnacle, pilling your face. Off of the pistol with other utensils. Scud missiles, blowing the feds and other officials. Flows, dribbles, with space and time. I redefine the art of rhyme. I will have to grind the sands of time. My last design from the mastermind. Masterclass design, conveys in the fastest time. So to pass the time, I'ma shoot a 9 and grind it down. With a Russian chicken, cause her ass is fine tonight. Those Sedania, turn brains onto lasagna. My desire, rap the fire of the government. I'ma kill them all in public with a thunder kick. Now the whole place is crumbling, the settling. 24 hours I keep running. Phenomenal rappers, you ain't fucking me, sucking bitch. True D boys, and we came here to destroy. Make some noise from the main streets of Detroit.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
True D boys, and we came here to destroy. Make some noise from the mean streets of Detroit. True D boys, and we came here to destroy. Make some noise from the mean streets of Detroit. Detroit, nigga.
Trapaholics.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Meditate by the sunshine, gotta ease my mind, cause I'm living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redefine, change the whole game. Fuck around the dominator, I am the real thing. Being fire and storms, I'm breaking the pain. Now when I refrain from using the power I gain, destroying everything. For your family, Illuminati, your Rothschild. Treat us like cattle, we got this world locked down. Private fella, Vatican, got me mad again, sad again. Can we destroy these evil savages? Sandwiches made out of human flesh and packages. Fluoride and water got y'all demasculate, can't even fathom it. I'm creating better advantages, smoking cannabis. Load up the K, it's time to blast again. Fuck the motherfucking government, nigga. We coming with dozens of killers. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Occupying the Getty, my gun is heavy. This mission is deadly. I hope you motherfuckers ready. My arm is Chevy, equipped with the Unibeam. Another level, coming through the scene, mean like twisted metal. Demolition, I be destroying the competition. Stop and listen, the government is the opposition. Way the kind of pick a minute, I never finish, I can replenish. Powers will never diminish. They're using magic to broadcast in all the masses. So I'm blasting all you fucking evil bastards. To the masters, above earth or in the earth. Y'all better disperse or you're getting murked. Fuck it, I might hack system that will cause a cataclysm. Massive missiles, master pistols, have to live ya, and the fucking world won't miss you. Hey, fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight.
Rogue One Production.
Trapaholics, real trap shit. DJ motherfucking real.
Hurricane 313.
Do I gotta put my life on wax? Do I gotta spit shit to keep my mind on track? Traumatized by the life I live, growing up as a project kid. Look, tell them something. Troubled times, my troubled mind can't comprehend. So with this pad and pen, I write the pain within. Flame shit, rip it through the pain with. Split kick so quick, it make you rage quit. Look, the mental change, you gotta break quick. Because the media got you on that fake shit. Face this, the military and spaceships. Spray shit, the air smelling like paint chips. I ain't playing, this some real shit. The government deserve to catch a full clip. Don't gotta spit fast, this a slow mix. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. On track, tell you about the government and how you must react. Breakbacks like Bane to the back and all black. I'm just telling my people to fight back. Look, they gonna label me a terrorist because the words I say is fucking perilous. They gon' pay for their arrogance. Gonna feed them the Cerebus, the embarrassment. Heard he worship his Cerebus, now he perishing. Shot his ass from a distance, I am the arrowman. Anti-heroin, busting shots from a caravan. Supernatural, I kill demons and seraphims. With the cool Winchester, model 7-0, you should've known better. Don't gotta spit fast, just that slow mix. Rebel flows for those that won't smoke against the government. For those that won't smoke, those that won't smoke, fuck the government. I was born to got a storm.
Rogue One Production.
Hey. I was born to got a storm. Witness the power in a lot of forms, a lot of swords. Decapitate like they got a war. The bloody gore is the reward. What you running for? The spook who sat by the door screaming bloody war. Murderer, hurting you, serving your bullets and murking your murderers, murderers, leaving body parts in your furniture. Eliminate this your fate. I'ma break you like a dinner plate. Obliterate with the K shooting face on the interstate. Underlay, never gonna put my gun away. Run away when I pull out the thunder. Can you be done today? That's the way you get hit. Stupid little bitch. Hurricane is a storm. You niggas, you better dip. Got a storm. I was born to got a storms. I was born to got a storms. Got a storms. I was born to got a storms. Witness the lyrics face in a lot of forms, a lot of swarms, getting their ass kicked. I'm Jason Bourne, I'm super quick, hitting motherfuckers with super kicks. I'm too legit, true to this, my mind is scrupulous. Battle you, rattle you, after that I'ma shatter you. Rip out your clavicle, I'm a radical savage animal, cannibal, not a cannibal. I don't wanna be Hannibal, dismantle the government, they tyrannical. Hurricane, I'ma kill until there's no remains. Bringing pain, bringing wind, fire and stormy rain. Fuck the game, break the shackles they place on your brain. Fucking lame, it is time to break the mental chain. Spitting flames like a dragon, I do not feel the same. In my lane, in the hood they call me Killer Kane. Through the rain of a god, I do not need a crown. Bringing this music up in your speaker now. Got a storm. I was born to God of storms. I was born to God of storms. God of storms. I was born the God of storms. Witness the power of the final form. My final form, cosmic armor and a pocket sword. I kick the doors of the Federation of Sector 4. Several cords, several heads. I'm killing several more, several scores. Fuck the government, I ain't having it. Blasting nothing inadequate. Put your head in the cabinet. Put your face on the mannequin. Turn evil like Anakin. Imagining all the government vanish. Fuck it, cry 2 tears in the bucket. You ducking for bullets, I'm busting bitch. I won't truck it, I'm gon' tuck it. Cause I'm a rebel with mine. About to shoot a fucking fan, all dead in the spine. Buried alive, then go bury your guys. Scream bunk high, then go bury your wives. I'm like Isaac, spirit pressure stay in the sky. Hypnotize everybody if you look in my eyes. Got a storm,
Born to God of storms. Shouts out to everybody coming through. Y'all the truth. Catch y'all on the next one. And you know how these churches be. They be like, don't ask. Don't ask. They be like, don't ask. No questions. But we ask questions over here. God, why haven't you came down yet to show that you even exist? Why haven't you killed Satan yet? Why in the fuck is this world ran by murderers, liars, and thieves? Why you ain't come down and just get your people and get the fuck out? Leave everybody tells their own body. You gotta ask questions. We're gonna deconstruct Christianity and make fun of them a little bit, because I think Christianity is a form of mental illness. 2, I think it destroyed the black community, and 3, it got motherfuckers on some good. But like I said in the beginning, I'm cool with conspiracy Christians because they look up the same shit I look up and they expose the enemy. I'm cool with spiritual Christians because they value meditation like I do. They understand that Jesus lives in the heart, God lives in the heart. You know, God lives within, unlocking the Christ consciousness, the third eye, the crown chakra, and all that shit. I understand that part. And the last but not least, I'm cool with the Gnostic Christians. The Gnostics, they know that the God of this physical universe ain't shit, and they was killed for that knowledge. And you know what they had to do to do? The motherfucker shit got buried, right? And you know what happened? When motherfuckers thought the Gnostics was gone, the enemy, the descendants of the enemy dug this shit back up in the 40s, deciphered it in the 70s, and now the Gnostics are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. But welcome back. But anyway, shouts out to everybody coming through. This is the Hurricane Sunday Hood Service. I'm out.